Rich in so many ways, in history, in arts and culture, wanting in so many others. Havana is home to striking dualities. The very grand rises above the most modest. The people exude pride despite humble means. Cuba as a whole offers another kind of contrast. The pulsating rhythm of its capital is complemented by the quiet of its countryside. Some 100 miles west of Havana, in the province of Pinar del Rio, is Viñales. This is where Cuba's famous tobacco fields flourish beneath massive limestone sentinels called mogotes. The natural beauty of Viñales Valley put this region on the radar. As you enter, tour buses pause at an overlook where bands play and street performers entertain. The town itself offers just a handful of shops and restaurants. All guidebooks mention a stop at the nearby Mural de la Prehistoria. The vast painting on a rocky mountainside is meant to illustrate the evolution of life. Worth a picture, we found a place worth a stay. Mogote Art.
Life brought me to different places in the world. I was living in Spain for 20 years and I just came back to Cuba 3 years ago.
This is the home of Luis Deulofeu, a screenwriter and author who was born in this part of Cuba, moved away, but was compelled to return.
This province, Pinar del Rio, have never left from me.
What is so special about it?
The green, all the tone of green.
Mogote Art welcomes visitors with several rooms available for rent. In the middle of the rugged landscape, Luis offers more refined comforts than most, his artful eye apparent in every space.
Es una casa rural.
It's a rural house with some urban details.
Es mi casa.
It's my house, my time, my everyday life, what I share with the people that comes.
Lemongrass.
Lemongrass. Time seems to slow as we stroll through Mogote Art's lush gardens.
Esto es rúcula.
Arugula.
Una hierba italiana para ensaladas.
For salads.
Espinaca.
Spinach. Spanish and English, not so different here.
Tenemos culantro, menta, hierbabuena.
Cilantro, mint, herbs. And then this, you said pineapple?
Pineapple.
There's a scarcity of growers like this in Cuba. For example, not many places have avocado. Luis does.
Y tenemos la fruta que está aquí.
You have the fruit here? Oh, wow, it's huge. Guests are treated to fresh juices, strong coffee, and feasts of farm-to-table fare.
Thank you.
Salud. Not to mention one smooth mojito, the mint, of course picked fresh, muddled to perfection. That's delicious.
It's
Strong?
Yeah.
And delicious.
Too much room.
No. While it's tempting to linger and soak in the stillness of this place, Luis urges visitors to venture out.
Lo especial de Viñales es que no se
The
pierda.
most special thing about Viñales is the idea of having the farmers working on the land.
On horseback, one such farmer offers to guide us to a family tobacco plantation. We ride along for about 15 minutes through fields of crops. We have already passed black beans, sugar cane, coffee, and we're on our way to see some cigars being rolled. For 4 generations, one family has been tending to these rows. Jorge Mitrani, the owner, explains tobacco is grown from the tiniest of seeds.
Muy pequeña.
After 30 days in pots, the plants are transferred to the field.
The plant is divided in 3 parts.
Large, full leaves are the harvest Jorge is after. Once ready, they're taken to a dry house. The tobacco leaves are dried for 3 months, then aged for a year in that container with brown sugar, rum, and the vein of the tobacco leaf.
Se concentra el 70-75% de la nicotina.
70% of the nicotine is in the stem in the middle. Cigars are crafted from 3 parts, rolled together, then sealed with a strip of sweet honey.
Ha hecho cigarro.
Now you have a cigar.
Perfect.
Se prepara en octubre.
Jorge says 90% of his tobacco crops go to the government. Still, he's content.
Muy feliz.
I'm very happy.
Muy tranquilo.
Very quiet here.
The climate in Viñales, the fertile soil, a farmer's dream, and a true place of wonder.
que se mezcla esa belleza natural
But it's a place where the natural beauty is mixed with the work of the people.
es un lugar
This is the place where human beings can think about how little we are.
And Erica says she loved exploring the countryside and she would have loved to explore the beaches, but the most beautiful beaches were actually just too far away for this trip. You see, the island is one of the largest in the Caribbean.
And also, besides that, Americans are supposed to travel there for designed and specific activity, not for tourism, so they're not supposed to be lounging on the beaches. By the way, you can bring cigars back, but no more than 50.
Oh, there you go. All right, next, friendship through food.